Have you ever wondered how the United States, a nation that's just a couple of hundred years old, became the most powerful country in the world? It's a fascinating story that isn't just about one single event, but a combination of geography, timing, and bold decisions. Let's dive into it. First, let's talk about geography. America is a fortress. It's bordered by two massive oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific, and has friendly neighbors to the north and south. This geographical isolation has been a huge advantage, protecting it from the large-scale invasions and constant border conflicts that shaped so much of European and Asian history, while other nations spent centuries fighting for survival on their own doorsteps. The US had the space and security to grow. On top of that, the land itself is incredibly rich, from the fertile farmlands of the Midwest to the vast reserves of oil, coal, and iron. America had all the raw materials it needed to build an industrial giant right within its own borders. Next, timing was everything. The United States came of age during the Industrial Revolution, while Europe was busy with its own internal power struggles. American innovators were harnessing new technologies. Think of people like Eli Whitney with the cotton gin, or Henry Ford with the assembly line. These weren't just inventions. They were revolutions that supercharged the American economy, allowing it to produce goods on a scale the world had never seen before. The country became a magnet for immigrants, drawing in millions of ambitious people from all over the world who were seeking opportunity and a fresh start. This constant influx of labor and new ideas fueled even more growth and innovation, creating a dynamic, forward-looking culture. Then came the 20th century and the two world wars. In the beginning of both conflicts, the US remained neutral. This wasn't just a political stance, it was an economic one. While the great powers of Europe were devastating each other's cities and economies, American factories were running at full capacity, supplying all sides with weapons, vehicles, and supplies. This period was known as the arsenal of democracy. By the time the wars ended, Europe was in ruins, its empires were crumbling, and its finances were shattered. The United States, on the other hand, emerged physically untouched and economically stronger than ever. Its industrial base was massive, it held most of the world's gold, and it was a creditor to the rest of the globe. This economic dominance set the stage for America's political and cultural influence. The Marshall Plan, for instance, was an ambitious program to rebuild Western Europe after World War II. It wasn't just an act of generosity. It was a strategic move that solidified alliances and created huge markets for American goods. The US dollar became the world's reserve currency, meaning international trade was and still is largely conducted in dollars. This gives the United States incredible leverage in the global financial system. Simultaneously, American culture began to spread worldwide. Hollywood movies, jazz and rock and roll music, blue jeans, and fast food chains became global phenomena. This soft power was just as important as military or economic strength. It made the American way of life seem aspirational and desirable, further cementing its position as a global leader. From its protected geography and abundant resources to its timely industrialization and strategic role in the world wars, America's rise was a complex process. It's a story of opportunity, innovation, and being in the right place at the right time. What do you think is the biggest factor in America's rise to power? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, make sure to subscribe for more.